What a reading, guys, already. Now, for the past energy, the Ace of Swords talks about a new truth, a new beginning, new ideas, new way of communicating. But I feel like this is clarity also in a situation. Victory comes with this card too. There's a victory in the past, especially when it comes to clarity. I feel like that, success in regards to gaining some sort of clarity here, because in the internal energy for the past here, you have the Five of Cups, which does indicate loss or a feeling of something gone, not no longer a part of it anymore. The Three of Cups talks about Three of Cups itself talks about supports, social networks, social circles, right? But I feel like there may have been a loss of support though, or a connection that was lost in the past. So something that you felt valuable or precious to you in the past is no longer no longer there in the relationship. But there's two cups here, which indicate that there is still a relationship left to work with, despite what has been lost, or despite whatever whatever you had that is no longer there. Now, with the Hermit coming up in the external energy, this does talk about looking within yourself, taking a closer look with at some certain things that you may have concerns with or some inquiries about. Because the Hermit, he does go and do soul searching. He does look within himself to find the answers that he's looking for. This is a very confident card as well. This is your energy as well. So this is talking about potentially either being in your energy, taking a step back, looking at a situation in regards to what you feel you need clarity on or some closure with. It's healing energy too. Okay. So the Hermit could be that the clarity was in regards to what it is that you felt like you needed, or what, clarity was gained by you stepping away and looking closely, looking at the details. Most importantly, gaining the answers that you needed from questions that you may have had, or some answers that you may have had in regards to what you feel emotionally is gone, but can be improved, in regards to the Two Cups that's left. So yeah, there's some clarity here. Great, I like that, but there may have been something that was lost emotionally here, that with the Two of Cups required you to look within yourself to find what it is that truly made you happy. Honestly, you have the Star here in the Lantern with the Hermit card here, and the Star is healing energy and manifestation. So for those of you guys probably need to just reapply some hope. Or maybe you guys are looking to reestablish hope in regards to this Two of Cups. Now, presently, you guys have the Page of Swords. So somebody may be communicating very bluntly, very straightforward. This is someone that indicates, a back and forth, blunt communication. Like, this person could be very, very, very serious and very blunt, like I said before, very blunt about what it is their truth is. Now, internally, though, I feel like it's honestly received, because internally, the Two of Swords is coming up. This is someone that is not seeing the situation as clearly as they should, because of some sort of decision that needs to be made in regards to it. Or they're not sure what decision to make because of the situation, is so difficult that they don't want to see it. So there could be like this, and I don't want to say indecisive energy, but there's just this well, it is pretty much indecisive, right? Because if you're not making a decision, but you know your truth already, you know what you're leaning towards, it is about putting the swords down eventually and walking with the sword of truth, especially one of the past here. But in the external energy, you have the World coming up. So that talks about a successful completion, ending of a cycle. So perhaps that this situation is going to require some sort of strength, some sort of bravery, because this truth that needs to come out, or this truth that is, dying to come out, because you can't hold the swords up forever. I feel like it has a lot to do with ending a cycle here, but not in a bad way. To maybe get to a place where you can feel content, you can feel happy. You've done something that has put you in a place where you can truly enjoy, all right, and in the cycle where you are now, and begin something new. Because in the past you got some new perspective. I mean, I feel like it has a lot to do with, despite be like losing whatever was lost, there's still a relationship here that you may still want to be a part of. They still want to be in a relationship with someone. That could be it right there, right? Because the Hermit is looking at those 2 cups like, I want to reestablish hope. There's hope here with my hands. I want to reestablish that. And I feel like with this 5 of Cups, this is honestly more so of a transition. I feel like you've shifted the focus, or somebody's shifted the focus here from the 3 Cups that was lost to the relationship that they still believe that they can have. But it required them to regain confidence in themselves to believe that first, and I feel like that's the new perspective. So now it's about communicating that perspective, communicating that truth. But there's a bit of indecision here. This person doesn't see, the situation. Doesn't see the situation very clearly because they're trying to keep the balance. But if they, but this truth that can get them to this, to the world, the ending of a cycle. And this, it's beautiful how the world transitions to the 2 of Cups. You go from a hard decision that's very difficult to kind of make to 2 people meeting each other. And as a matter of fact, you have 3 2s in here. That's amazing. 1, 2, 3. And 3s, are magic, right? 3s are magic, and 2s are divine energy. It's divine feminine energy as well. So this is 2 people coming together. Okay, so you guys look out for synchronicities this week, okay? But the 2 of Cups is coming up. This is 2 people that are coming together, 2 people that feel the same way about each other. And in regards to the 2 people that feel the same way about each other for the future, you have the 2 of Wands, which is trying to figure out the path to walk on, the path to start beginning to work on. Because the 2 of Wands does indicate, being stuck at a crossroads, right? But not necessarily stuck, but no longer being able to move forward. Because there is, the path has run out. It's time to make a decision in regards to what to do and then put action behind it. But either direction, there is a potential happiness here. The ending of a cycle here, this is successful. This is a very happy ending. And it has to do with somebody that someone that you've met, potentially a soulmate here. But this is very beautiful. It's all about overcoming some sort of struggles, some sort of sadness in the past, and utilizing the information or the perspective that you have in the future, and pretty much communicating what it is that you truly want. It may be difficult to do. It may be difficult to communicate. But the world is here. This is successful completion, the ending of a cycle and beginning of a new. And this beginning of a new cycle here, at this period where this is externally, you have a lot of decisions to make, or someone that you're with has a decision to make. 2 of Wands. In regards to where in which direction this relationship is going to take. And it doesn't necessarily matter in per se, because there's this 10 of Cups here, which is happily ever after, emotional happiness, man. This is a really good card. Let's go ahead and take a look at your romance angels for the week. Wow, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Wow. And I feel like it has a lot to do with this Page of Swords energy here, because the Page of Swords and the 2 of Swords, this is somebody that's speaking their blunt truth. But of course, it can be hard to swallow, hard to take, hard to hear. But this decision internally has a lot to do with this Page of Swords, saying it and communicating it. And the World is coming up here too, so there is a ending of a cycle that's coming up here, that's in the process. I feel has a lot to do with this truth, though. It has a lot to do with this communication. Okay, that's communication. The Two of Swords, I feel like it's just indecision in regards to making the steps in the direction in which the person may want to go. But healing those old issues, or forgiving and learning, it's about understanding what happened in the past, and and what you want from that currently. And I feel like the Two of Swords goes hand in hand with the Hermit energy. This is inner search, looking for answers, but only answers that you can answer, right, or that within the other person. And I feel like with this energy, the answers that they looked within themselves for, it does have a lot to do with this decision making that's needed to be made internally. What's going on in your head, emotions, the truth here, because you have a beautiful transition from making that hard decision, or saying what you feel like you should say in regards, and then the future holding the Two Cups that that is in the past here with the Five of Cups. What may have been lost, you're finding a new path. You're finding a new journey. You're shifting the focus. It may be hard to see it right now, I feel like, with the Two of Swords here. But it may be hard to even deliver this truth here, because maybe it puts you in a place of vulnerability, but this person feels the same way. This person feels the same way about you. And I feel like it has a lot to do with love, or wanting to continue, or wanting to build something. Because you have the Two of Wands, which is making a decision in regards to a future. Putting your passions into something that matters.